So good morning everyone. Today I'm going to be saving zucchini seeds. This zucchini had sat on the vine up until the plant itself had died. This zucchini actually weighs 4 pounds. This is a Ford Hook zucchini, and so today I wanted to show you how to save the seeds from it. So here we go. I've got my big giant knife, I've got a spoon to scoop out the seeds, I've got a jar to put my seeds into, and I've got water to put in to cover the seeds with. Okay, so let's start cutting into this thing. I usually cut off the ends first. I don't know why, I just do. So I will not be saving any part of the zucchini for eating. I am just going to use it for seeds. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm just trying to cut into the rind and not necessarily into the seeds that are in the middle. And that helps it so that so we don't actually destroy any of the good viable seeds in the middle. So you'll just have to feel around and try to make, that decision yourself about, how to get it open. Let's pull this apart. There we go. Okay. So we've got lots of, oops, I did cut into some of the seeds there. But basically what we're going to do is each one of these seeds, they kind of have like a gel around them, okay, that you can see there. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this bit here into our jar, and when we cover it up with water, we're going to let that sit for a few days. It can sit anywhere from 3 days to 7 days, and what's going to happen is that water is going to break down basically the gel substance that protects the seeds. You know how like when a bird eats the seeds and it can actually survive through the digestive tract of whatever ate them, and then poop it out and a plant grows, right? Okay, so each of these seeds has that protective covering over it to protect it. Well, what we're going to do is we are going to ferment the seeds here in water for 3 to 7 days, and basically a couple of times a day or whenever you remember, you're just gonna swish the jar around, okay, or swish the water around inside to kind of shake things up. And so by doing that, we're agitating the water, and we are going to help break up that slime, that protective covering from the seeds. And in the process, the fermentation process, actually it also helps with disease and stuff. So I'm not exactly sure the exact process of that, but what happens, I believe what happens is that during the fermentation process, it actually rids the seeds of any bacteria that could be hanging out on them. Okay, so what I've gone ahead and done, I went ahead and added some water to this just as an example. I'll finish pulling all these seeds out, and like I said, I'm not going to save this rind. I'm not going to cook with it. I'm just going to go and give it to the compost pile. But as you can see, the seeds are floating here, and every time you see this jar, you want to just swish it around, okay? Because all of these seeds are covered with the gel and the rind, and so you just want to give a little bit of agitation. But as time goes by, the bad seeds in the rind will slowly float to the top, and the good seeds will actually end up in the bottom of your jar, okay? So after you're done 3 to 7 days of swishing and watching those seeds go down, if your water gets extremely stinky, you can always dump out the old water and fill it up with brand new. Make sure to keep swishing around. If you deal with fruit flies or any kind of bugs wanting to get in here, you can cover it with a paper towel. Because I'm not fermenting any other seeds at this moment, I know that these are zucchini seeds, but if you're doing a few different kinds at the same time, you might want to write on your jar what it is, because you don't want to forget about what's in your jar. Okay, so what happens is that this gel, it breaks up. It causes a fermentation process to happen, which can also rid your seeds of any kind of bacteria or viruses. So it'll make sure that you have a good, strong, healthy plant next year. Okay, so after it's done, after those few days, you'll go ahead and you'll throw away the floating seeds and all the rind and all your good seeds down in the bottom. You'll take those good seeds and you will lay them out on a paper towel like this. Okay, the reason I use a paper towel is because I can write the name of the seed on the paper towel while it's drying. And so like right here, I've got dark cucumbers. I did the same exact process. I let the cucumber fully mature on the vine beyond a market not market value, market edibility of, selling on the market. It's not really edible, okay? And so I put them in there, put them in the water, swished them around. The good seeds sank to the bottom, the bad seeds came to the top. I put them out on this paper towel for a couple of weeks. You want them to be nice and dry before you store them away, okay? And before you go and store them away, you want to go through and inspect all of these seeds, because you don't want any in here that are indented, that don't look like they're just good and healthy, or there's a couple in here that I accidentally slid in half with a knife. So you want only your best seeds to save, okay? So put these out in a nice dry, cool location. You don't want them sitting out in direct sunlight, so I've actually got mine up on my dehydrator. You can't see it, but my dehydrator's right over there on that shelf, and that's where I've been keeping them. I also, which I can show you here, these are my spaghetti squash seeds. I just took my dehydrator mat and I laid these seeds out on it to dry out. But I did the exact same process of, scooping out the spaghetti squash seeds, putting in the water, letting them ferment from, I think these actually did for 4 days is how long I did it with those. And then after you are done drying out your seeds, you will want to store them in an airtight container, no moisture. You also want your seeds to be completely dry. Honestly, what I store my seeds in is an ammo can. You can't really see it very well, but it's an ammo can. It is completely watertight. It is sealed, and inside the can I keep a sock of kitty litter, because kitty litter absorbs moisture, and so I know that my seeds will stay nice and dry. These can be found, this is a metal ammo can, but you can find plastic ones of different sizes. This one I found at Harbor Freight for I think like $10. It was relatively cheap, and this is what I keep my seeds in. Matter of fact, I'll probably be buying another ammo can to keep my seeds in, having one for my store-bought seeds and then another for the seeds that I've saved. So that's just a few tips. I hope this video was helpful, and just again, this type of method with fermenting your seeds can be done with tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, spaghetti squash, any kind of summer squash, even like pumpkins. That is what you want to do with these seeds to save. It is the best method. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. I hope this video was helpful. Give a like and a thumbs up, and God bless.